There's going to be like a...
Sitting pretty.
I'm Rick Waller.
Welcome to Rick Waller and his amazing world of Rickisms. Today we're going to talk why two people in their mid to late 30s are still collecting toys.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because I fucking love it.
Mike actually saved me. I didn't think that collecting toys was socially acceptable, and when I met you,
I was like, I'm going to do what I like.
well, no, I think
It's secret.
I started collecting Buffies, and then you had Buffies as well, and I was like, oh, there's someone else who is doing the same thing as me. I'm not weird. It's okay. And then I saw all the other toys you had, and I was like, it's so much fucking better with more. So think back to 2000 and...
This is pre-Legends and this is like my other
2002,
video.
yeah, it's way before...
Oh, no. I would already be collecting Legends and man, so I would have had
Is it 2002?
Lord of the Rings.
Is it 2002? It's got to be around 2002, yeah, because that's when I started...
Well, Star Wars kicked it back off for me. Like,
yeah, you had all the new Star Wars.
So, like, from 95 onwards, it was just like, holy shit, they re-released them and they're massive and they're bulky and muscly.
And you had them all on your wall.
Well, yeah. You just thought, okay, the 77 Palatoy Plus was just like, it was an investment.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, it was a great marketing ploy. It's like, oh my god, there's these new Star Wars toys coming out. You buy them, you collect them as an adult, because obviously you was a kid the first time round. Well, what was I, 15? But it was just like, oh my god, this is just like the best thing in the world. It's not like saving, it's just like, right, I'm collecting something, but in the future, if I wanted to, I could sell these on and make my money back. That's how I've always had or thought in the back of my mind.
But it's the fact that have you got a picture of that when you had them all on your wall, like all the Star Wars on your wall? It's like wallpaper. It looked like wallpaper.
Yeah.
So you had all these Star Wars, and you had, what made me super jealous, you had Luke and Han in this Stormtroopers costumes, and I was like, that's so fucking cool. And then you said you couldn't find a Luke or a Han, and you had to cut off one of their heads and put it on the other one. Do you remember that?
Fuck, I did that. Jesus Christ, yeah.
And I was like, that is so metal. Like because you had it, you had both of them, and it looked like they were the original figures. And you're like, no, I took it out of the packet.
I totally forgot I did that.
Put it back in. Yeah.
That's right. I took a hand.
Yeah.
Handhead.
And I was just like, you just had this whole toy thing down. It's like when I was on about we was on about Akira, and you were like, oh, I've got this Akira toy. that I made out of my mask toys.
No, it wasn't. It was Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters
3. So Ecto 3.
Ecto 3, yeah. But like, you couldn't find it, so your mum had this room with this walk-in cupboard, and you dived in one end, and I watched you for about 10 minutes, and you crawled through, and on the other side you came out with this plastic bag, and then you dumped on the thing, you went, there it is, I melted all these toys together to make this Akira bike.
Yeah, because I wanted Akira, Canada's bike, because it was fucking awesome.
But what did you have on your shelf? You had the Akira toys.
Akira?
Like in your first living room.
Trigun, I think, was on there.
You had the Akira toys. You had these tall figures.
Armageddon was on there. So I had Ben Affleck and...
But they were like Armageddon toys.
I remember buying them in the original Toys R Us, which was in the centre of Cardiff. So it was... Yeah, because I remember buying... I've always wanted a Bruce Willis action figure.
Yeah.
And there's a Bruce Willis action figure.
That's so crazy.
Hot Wheels made them, which is even weirder.
Yeah.
So I had a Ben Affleck.
What was it? It was like...
Ping.
It was like Casablanca, or something like that.
Casablanca, yeah.
Yeah, they had Casablanca figures in the background. And then you had some Lord of the Rings.
Matrix figures was on there.
Yeah, you had Lord of the Rings figures as well.
Yeah.
And you had a lot of wrestlers on the windowsill. You had this ring,
and
you had all the wrestlers in it, and they were like a pile of them.
That was the Superstar ones, man. So
and I just loved you had all your figures like on display, because even when I was a kid, I had to keep all my figures in boxes.
Right. I
had an Ottoman little trunk for my He-Man figures.
Yeah.
And I had like pull-out drawers for my G.I. Joes. Well, but they were never on display. Like my figures were never on display all the time.
Well, we was lucky because the house was like relatively big. We had a living room for me and John, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it was just like, right, we got our bedrooms as well, but that was our room where we would, play video games, and then it was my mother and father's living room, which is the other living room.
But when
So we was, I used to display them on top of the telly. We had 2 TVs, didn't we?
yeah, you had the Buffy figures on top of the telly.
2 TVs. So
I loved how you took them out the box. Mine were in the box at the box.
one TV was for Sky,
Yeah.
and then the other TV was for video games, PlayStation,
And GoldenEye.
and yeah.
But
Do you ever play Video Box GoldenEye with me?
no, you told me
Oh
about
my
it.
god, it's the fucking best.
We should play
it. Back in the day, like it was split screen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So what we do, because like there was an option you could turn the map off, couldn't it? So VHS boxes, we'd fill them up all the way up, like halfway to the TV, and we'd have a fucking cardboard, like a big sheet of A1 cardboard. So I'd be standing up, and then
Someone
Alex
sitting down.
would be sat cross-legged on the bottom half.
In line with your
So,
dick.
well,
We'd have
it
4 of
wasn't
you
that,
sitting.
but
like
no,
a
no,
band
no,
photo.
no, it'd just be verses. So like,
One
when
against
you'd
one.
have, yeah. So
You'd be top screen,
So-
you'd be bottom screen.
remember we used to do the LAN with the fucking with Halo.
Yeah.
So you guys
Yeah.
remember that one game?
The
Man, it's the
sniper.
best
When
fucking
you
game.
took the
That
shit.
was like my biggest, greatest, bestest game achievement. It was. Who was it? It was me.
There's three
No,
of us. There's me,
no.
Daz, and Ferg, or something like that.
No, was it 3 or 4 of you? And I had what was the fucking thing about? It was like perfection or something.
So basically, you took the only sniper rifle from the game,
I had the ghost,
Yeah.
and it was on that tower level, wasn't it?
and you drove
So I
to,
stole
and
it. Yeah, I stole it.
took the thing up to the top of the tower and
Picked
just
you all
sniped
off.
us off.
Yeah.
Man, it's,
Oh, fucking best game ever.
and again, just for people, we had one Xbox in the living room and one Xbox in the second room,
loud,
and
wasn't it?
they would think by an Ethernet cable, and you kicked the shit out of us that time.
And we did the Halo tournament as well, didn't we? Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
And it was me and you in the final.
Yeah.
And it was that really short level with the pistols,
The-
and the weapon.
And
It was like the Jurassic
teleport.
Park.
No, is it the teleport
No,
one?
it was because like I don't know if we drew, but
Yeah.
then we had to do another final one. But the last one was remember the really short one with a cave and a waterfall in the middle,
Yes.
and it had like 2 like Jurassic Park.
You could run past and
Tunnels.
pistol whip people. I remember that.
And I think I beat you. I think I pistol whipped you at the end.
I bet you did.
It was fucking great. Good times. Good times. Anyway, back to action figures.
Back to action figures. Games are good, but action figures are better. But what I'm saying is that me seeing that you had all your toys out inspired me to go having your toys out where everyone could see them.
I don't know, man. Toy City was fucking awesome, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
but I didn't have that till 2006. This is 2002.
Right. Okay.
What I'm saying is, apart from a couple of Buffy
Mm.
figures in the box,
Right.
I didn't have any figures. But when I met you, I think I had like my Crow figure and like 4 or 5 Buffy figures. And then when I met you, I started to go like, because I had all my old toys that were still in boxes at my parents' house.
Right.
And I got them all, and then I started displaying them. And I loved then displaying them. And in 2006, I cleared out the attic, and that's when I made Toy City.
But
But
it
it
was
was
a Tekken ones, didn't it, man? I remember it was one of the
Yeah,
first ones.
I had the Tekken ones as well. But again, it was this thing of like, I didn't have that thing of like, it can be something that's
I'm talking
shared.
about, as in, yeah.
yeah, like anyone else would be interested in it apart from me. And then like when I started to get the toys, then I started collecting, and then we used to go to car boot sales together, and we used to find figures, and like we'd go like there's some Batman toys here, there's some Star Wars bits here, this is a piece from this, and
Yeah.
we would do. But like, what was the first question was like, what is the attraction in collecting that way? I think there's something about there being a limited run of something and trying to get them all. Like, it's quite appealing. Like, there's something about that
Man, it's the chase. Because I always loved I talked about the other one, didn't I? It was Dash Rendar, man. He was always impossible to get. Like, I remember it must have been like a toy magazine, Toy UK, or I don't know what the hell it was. But there would be adverts of like UK sellers in there. Like, I remember like ringing up pre-Yahoo auctions and just randomly giving somebody my freaking card details to like send a figure. But lo and behold, they sent them and I got them. I remember Luke in his crimson guard disguise and Zizor. They were just like so odd. Well, fucking hell, we live in the valleys. There's fuck all, is there? You know?
There
We
was
saw
some shows, I think.
Wallace.
Yeah,
which
what
was awful. But other than that, like they wouldn't be like
because they're the 2-for-1 new He-Mans and Woolworths. You pick them up for like £6 a pop. But they were great.
Man, that was interesting. On the Toys That Made Us, them talking about how they brought them out again. It was like highly successful, the cartoon, but it just like they said, it wasn't the right time. People weren't ready for He-Man. It's the same when they brought Thundercats back, man.
Yeah.
The cartoon was awesome. It was like
It's well made, well animated.
Toys were a bit shit, like, but
I don't think you can recapture that gold of when it first came out. But
oh no.
But there's something about, for me, there's like.
Well, it's nostalgia, isn't it? It takes you back. It's like you know.
But when you was a kid, you didn't know what are the figures. Like, here's my classic story: is the Iceman that you're making for me.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I loved Spider-Man. You know, I loved that show so much, and I had a Spider-Man Secret Wars, but I didn't know that was from the comic.
Yeah.
For me, at
It was
age
just
6,
TV, yeah.
it was just Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man. Spider-Man's on telly. So I thought there must be an Iceman. And I was like, I really want an Iceman. But I didn't know that was a European variant that was really rare.
Mm.
And then as an adult, when I'm collecting them now, I'm like, right, that Iceman
Well, Christ, man.
is the cream of the crop in terms of figure to get.
Where do we get our toys from, man? RG's and Bromell, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they're Doom toys.
Doom.
They had
Samurai Pizza Cats.
Samurai Pizza Cats. They were sort of Centurions there, didn't they?
Centurion. They had Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I remember the Dungeons and Dragons because they had the
It was the
the
bigger ones,
castle.
wasn't it? The Centurions, and then they had the smaller. What was the guy with the blue helmet and the wings? Oh, God, he was amazing.
Yeah.
Loved that figure. He had like a silver shield and a sword. Dungeons and Dragons figure. So they had like two versions, and they had like the smaller ones, and then they
Yeah,
had
the big ones. Yeah, no, okay, I know where you are now. But
I always remember them in the RGs.
but again, you would buy a figure or two of them, and you wouldn't know how many there were. As an adult, like collecting, you could look up on a site and say like,
Yeah.
there's all these to get. Here's how you get them all. It's, for example, like all the things I collected, like Biker Mice from Mars and Bucky O'Hare and all these other shows, and I was like, oh, it's not complete. I don't have the
Well,
girl.
no, you had the back, didn't you, man? It's like
Yeah, but
they
there's
never
still
made it.
there's still a season. Yeah, but they didn't make a girl.
I've seen them, man. They've re-released them.
What?
So
Which one?
Bucky and the girl is out now.
No.
Oh my god, they're like the best figures ever.
Shut up.
Honest to God. Some couple of guys on the Davy Dog have got them.
Yeah.
What's her fucking name? She's silver pinky and she's a cat.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Jenny DeWitt.
So her
Oh, it's Billy DeWitt and Jenny.
and Bucky are the first figures from this movie.
No way.
But you can take their faces off
Mhm.
and give them different facial expressions and different hands and shit. I have to show you after this.
That's crazy.
It's amazing.
But that's nice as well. It's like everything we're into. It's like there's generations of the toys. It's like,
All these remakes and the He-Man classics, man, are just unreal. If you've seen them,
yeah, I've seen them. They look ridiculous.
and obviously Black Series Star Wars is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The 6-inch versions of them.
And like with the Funko now as well, it's like the Fireflies. You can buy pop-up vinyls. You can buy the reaction figures that are like Star Wars figures, and you can buy the legacy ones, and they're all made by the same company.
Well, they stopped doing Legacy, didn't they? I don't know why.
They were so nice.
Yeah, because I won the rest of the crew from Firefly.
I got the Jane with the hat.
Yeah, got that, please.
That's cool.
That's the thing. You need River. You need fucking the brother. You need them all, don't you? You need Buck. It's like
But there's no more legacy.
no, they stopped. I think Fallout was the last. They made like 3 Fallout figures, and they changed the packaging.
That sucks.
Yeah,
It sucks when they do that.
you need the rest of the crew, or just release one box set with the other 5 in. Bollocks, innit?
It's bollocks. My dad always says to me, like, he's get the dice sold Toy City. He always says, like, oh, I wish you'd have kept it. And I'm like, no one saw it. Like, it might as well be like this arbitrary thing in space. Like, no one gets to see it. It was really funny showing people Toy City, like, if they come around the house and you go, like,
Well, man, the fucking wonder, man, it was just like unreal, wasn't it? It was just
Yeah.
like, oh my god. You just sit there and just stare at it and then remember everything.
yeah.
Kind of like Peter Kay.
But I had so many different things into so many different series. It's like I had and a couple of each one, like the Conan the Barbarian series and the Defenders and Centurion, Brave Star, and
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris Karate Command. I had all those by mistake.
The RG special, that wasn't it?
Yeah, all the cheap and cheerful
Remember
ones.
that red like Corvette thing he had with the knife coming out of the
The top. Well, that's what I was on about with that.
And even the Beetlejuice, man. Remember Beetlejuice toys? That was insane.
Like, I had a load of them as well. But that's a crazy one because those figures came out because of the cartoon series, but they were based on the film. They didn't look like the ones from the cartoon series. They looked like the film. That's a mental one. That is. Other one that's mental is Jason the Wheel Warriors. Those toys look nothing like those.
I always wanted them. I always wanted to make toys, and then like later on, I found out it was just like Hot Wheels, weren't they? Just like you could clip bits on, but they were never released over here.
No,
I don't think so.
So I don't think the Silverhawks were ever released over here either.
Well, no, man. I remember my dad when they used to do the video room with Dockham and all that. This one night, they come back with all fucking Blade Runner cars from Ertl.
Yeah.
And in like the weird orange taxi.
Yeah.
And then you had the obviously the iconic police car.
Yeah.
It was like they just brought back a fucking van load of these fucking cars, as well as Smokey and the Bandit, Dukes of Hazzard, and I don't know. They had like something to do with Ertl, man. And I remember this one. They just fucking one night just brought back all this Ertl stuff, and we was just like, this is the fucking best day ever. Because there was this one Dukes of Hazzard me and my brother had, and it was metal, and I don't know what scale it was, like one.
Was it that big?
3 3/4 inch, man. And you could open up the bonnet, but it come with a brown ramp to do jumps.
Oh, nice.
And fuck me, it was gotta be like one of the best toy cars I've ever owned.
Because
still got it.
Me and Julie were over in Down.
Yeah.
And I ordered a General Lee cocktail.
Yeah.
And the General Lee cocktail came out with the car.
No way.
And it was the original car.
Oh, man.
Because they're banned now.
Again, I have to look at it. Yeah, it's so offensive and yeah.
It's only Frozen Horses offensive.
Yeah. Oh my god. Just a good old boys. Never mean no harm.
But something about collecting toys, which is.
I just always done it, man. It's just me and Kevin Rowland, my buddy from just up the road, you know, Big Kev, and we just always fucking loved playing action figures, man, as well as Alex, you know.
Yeah. How many times have you collected all the mask collection? Like once when you was a kid?
3 or 4.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Bought the entire collection and sold them off.
Yeah. It'll break your heart when you think about it. It's like, oh god, I had them all. I wish I had them now. But then you think, oh, I obviously sold them for a reason.
But this is what I'm on about. What I'm on about is, like you said, the collecting of all of them was the fun part.
Yeah.
When you had them all, they were just in boxes taking up space.
Yeah. Well, it's the chase, and it's always been the chase for me, man.
But that's what I'm on about with the whole toy thing. I'm saying like the chasing toys is more satisfying than chasing. No, but then chasing anything else, because we were talking earlier about DVDs and Blu-rays. There's no need to chase it because you can get it digitally. You can't get toys digitally, is what I'm saying.
Well, they're like little fucking trophies, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're little trophies that I'm getting back to when you had them on display. When you have them displayed around the house, they bring a wonder.
Pride,
like when I would take people to Toy City, they would have this joy in their face that they didn't have before they came up, like this look on their face that they wouldn't have. And that's what I was trying to get back to when I first came to yours. It's like when I used to sit in that living room.
You'd be in awe.
Yeah. And that's why the room upstairs I got is like why I like hanging out there and doing my yoga in there. Is I'm surrounded by like Batman,
shit I like,
Last Action Hero, all the shit I like, all the movies I like, and that's important.
As soon as you see a man, it's just like all the memories come flooding back to me. You know, my memory's shit anyway.
But it's
a good visual aid.
They bring a response. Like let's say someone's got a T-shirt on with like Thundercats thing.
Well,
that
it's associating yourself with something, isn't it?
Yeah, but it does it. What I'm saying is the toy brings it way better than like let's say like there's a DVD over there of like Spider-Man. It don't bring the same response of like let's say I had all the amazing. Like
Cusack you got stood there.
Yeah, like the Cusack like I got. It's a way better representation of saying anything than just having the DVD.
Something
the poster.
They've had to stop that, haven't they?
Yeah.
There's a thought process that's gone into this.
But again, when you see a shelf of like I don't know, like RoboCop, like Terminator, like all on a shelf together, like it looks great.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a conversation piece.
Well, man, look at my fucking the amount of times I've shown people my toy room, man. Like nearly every time they've either gone fuck, or wow, like oh my god, like.
Or they hate it, and you've just like marked them off and go, right, I don't need to talk to this person anymore. Like that's an easy.
Or even when I stuck like pictures up on like the Facebook group, the toys and thing, they're just like, holy fuck, dude! It's like, well, why I feel so fucking good about that is because Marvel Legends is so massive. But I was there right at the start, and I was just like, this fucking line.
But that's grown with you, like.
Yeah, I stuck with it.
That's been like a guard
when it went shit.
Yeah,
and now it's
good
awesome again. Yeah.
No, and like, I like the Batman figures that they're making at the moment, like the old ones that I had, and they're making them super detailed.
Because, man, we loved What's Up, Dr. Me, and then that Batman cartoon would be on it, and it's just like, fuck. Not only that, I think it's the way they can make toys now, man. It is aimed at us because we were there the first time round.
Yeah, it's not even kids. Like, it's like when I see the BM bargain, it's like, what kid is buying this? Like, it's a TV show from like 1993.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even know what it is. Like,
well, I got that other element to it, man. When I like customize and stuff, it's just
customs is crazy. It
takes it to that other level. It's just like, right, okay, they haven't released a particular character.
Yeah.
How can I make this character? It's a challenge then.
Man, when you made that Daredevil, that shocked me because the show just came out and you made the Daredevil from the last episode. You look so. You look professional. It looked like you bought it. That was so good.
It's just so much fun, man. It's like I'm making a Magneto now at the moment.
I saw the video.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Yeah. It's just like, fuck, I got him. It's like, I used to like look on the toy groups and I see like, oh, fucking, I don't know, what's his name? David Cardenas, or whatever I pronounce this, from Loose Collector. This fucking guy, this team, he'd make these fucking customs, airbrush them, and it's just like, fuck, I'm nowhere near as good as him and his team or wherever it is, but it's just like I'm getting slightly better and slightly closer towards him. And like, fuck me, I made this. It's like, oh my god. And then people are like, oh, you're going to sell that? You're going to sell that? And I'm like, I want to sell it because I like money, but like...
that took me a long time.
That took me a long time. I put a lot of love in this, and it's like my son. Yeah. It's like my baby. This is someone I created. And the majority of the ones that I've sold, I've been like gutted that I've sold them. It's just like, oh. But then as soon as I sell one, I'm going to make it to like replace it. But then like the second time or third time that I make it, I made it better. Yeah. And it's just like, this is cool. Because fucking hell, the amount of Jim Lee Cyclopses I've made is, I could be at least 6. But I absolutely love making them. I'm going to make another one now. I just bought.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I'm going to make him slightly different this time. So I bought 2 figures off a guy.
So when are you going to finish my Iceman?
He's done. I just keep forgetting to bring him.
Never?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me so happy. I wanted the Iceman since I was 6 years old.
Yeah, my memory's shit. Magneto's there. I haven't touched Magneto. Oh my god.
Awesome. Alright, so toys. Buy toys. Toys are good. We'll put some videos up.
Well, do something there, like be interesting.
I've interesting things to talk about.
A Wing Wing Shootback production.
Bring me this!